A baby was born in the backseat of an Uber last week. The driver was paid $2,500 by Uber, and the mommy is still to be found because she used a fake name. All the details to this story coming up. So I got this crazy story that I had to cover for this channel, and basically Uber has agreed to finally pay a driver $2,500 to replace the seats where a baby was born with all the liquids and fluids and blood and whatnot. You just can't get that detail clean. You got to get it replaced. So I'm going to sync up my phone right here, right now. All right, so I have the original article here from WGNTV.com. It's a news station. And it says, update, Uber says they will help driver replace seats after woman goes into labor on the way to hospital. This happened in Chicago. In the over 12,000 Uber rides that Chicago driver Jose Duran has given, he said 3 people have vomited, but no one has ever given birth in the back seat. That was until Sunday. Halfway through the ride, she started screaming. And I told her, "You are freaking me out. You okay?" And she said, "Yes, I'm fine." And then she started screaming again. She said, "It's this baby." And I'm like, "What baby?" Duran said he had no idea the woman was even pregnant. He recognized the address where he was headed as the University of Chicago Medical Center, but he had no idea she was going there because she was in labor. She started screaming again, and it was coming out, he said. I started freaking out because I'm on the Dan Ryan right before 47th, and what do? After running several red lights and probably getting a ticket along the way, he finally made it to the emergency room. Once he was sure the baby and mom were okay, he reached out to Uber to see what to do next. They texted me and said to get the car detailed, he said. But when he tried to have it done, he was told they couldn't because of all the bodily fluids that seeped into the dark cloth seats. The detail place tells me the seats have to be replaced, Duran said. But who's going to pay for it? Duran said he would have to pay $1,000 deductible and there's no guarantee the rest will be covered. Does the lady have insurance to pay this? It's one of the situations that no one ever thinks about, Duran said. Duran said he has called Uber many times since this happened and he can't get any answers. Late Monday, Uber issued a statement that said, "We are now in contact with the driver and are in the process of working with him to provide support to cover the cost of cleaning his vehicle. The Duran can't work until the car is cleaned. He estimates he's losing about $600 a day." He told WGN News he can't reach the woman because she gave a fake name on the Uber app and the hospital won't release any information because of HIPAA laws. Alright, so there's just so many layers to this story and it's crazy that I had to cover it. And first of all, I just want to say that this driver, Jose, was a hero because the baby stopped breathing at one point in the back seat and he had to make a split decision to just put the pedal to the metal and run some red lights, and that's super risky in itself and crazy, but it was all to get that baby to the emergency room and to seek medical attention. Also, this driver was a veteran driver. 12,000 rides is no joke. I've done 4,000 rides in the course of 3 years, and I've done a lot. So that's 3 times more than me. Tip my hat to this guy for his number of rides and his service and what he did. Also, you know, getting blood and bodily fluids in the back of your seat, that's no joke as well. You can't just scrub that out or go to a detailing service. You have to actually like unbolt those seats, take them out and put new seats in. The seats have to be replaced no matter what. Then you have to get the odor and the smell out of your car, which is another job on top of that. It's not going to be able to be done with $2,000 or less. Uber offered him $2,000. He said, no, I'm going to need at least $2,500 because he wanted to replace the seats and he wanted to get covered for his work every day that he's missing, which was fair play on him. He was actually getting approached by many lawyers saying, we're going to represent you in court if you want. So he told Uber, you know what, give me the $2,500 or else I'm going to start speaking to these lawyers and they're going to get my back. And the kind of ironic, funny thing is that I think Jose could have got a lot more out of this. He probably could have got maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 10 grand overall, because that's just a big deal to deal with. But I think in a way he was somewhat humble and modest, and he just wanted to get what he thought was fair. Another, you know, tipping my hat off to him again, tip my backwards hat off to him, because it was just a fair play all the way around. Alright guys, so this is just another example of why you should have a dash cam in your car. I have a link in my description below of the camera that I use, the Vanshoot N4 3-channel dash cam. Films the front, inside, and back of your car. It's one of the best rideshare dash cams ever created. If you're a gig worker, if you just drive a lot, you should definitely have one in your car. It is very useful in a situation like this where you're trying to find someone who's giving a fake name. That lady should have paid for the damages and the mess, but they couldn't find her. They still can't find her because she gave a fake name, and also there's no video footage of the person. You don't know what she looks like, you don't know what she said. You know, there could have been footage on the camera, recorded audio of her saying things that could identify the person, or you could just recognize from the face alone, right? And also there could have been so many drastic things that could have happened. The baby could have passed away, the mother could have passed away, the baby or the mother could have been injured. Him running those red lights could have caused an accident. There's so much catastrophes that could have happened, and without having that footage, it's someone else's word over yours. With that video and the audio, you have solid evidence of what has happened, and you can use that in the event that someone is going to try to do you wrong, sue you. And in a case where Uber is like, no, that didn't happen, you know, you're lying about this, you could submit that and say, no, look, I literally have footage of someone being born in the back of my car, and there you go. I mean, it's common sense to me, but to others it might take a little bit of convincing. So overall, there's a happy ending to this story. The mother and the baby were taken to the emergency room. Hopefully both of them survive and the baby is happy and thriving. The driver, Jose, got his $2,500 as requested. Uber paid him out, and you guys seen this video, so now you can go click in my description and check out one of the best dash cams that you can find for Uber and Lyft driving. Get one, enjoy that, and I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.